Hello, my name is Alex Morrow, and this is my progressive pedagogy final lesson. I'm going to be doing a little video on microphone technique and how to use it properly. So everything you're seeing right now is coming out of the camera right here. However, I'm not using the microphone attached to the camera. Instead, I'm using the microphone right here. You can kind of hear it if I scratch into it. Just like that. So what we're going to be covering today is proper microphone technique, how to hold it properly, how to not hold it properly. We're going to go into a different kind of microphones, just two. I know that there's three, but we're not going to really touch on ribbons that much because this is a very intro-level microphone video. So yeah. Excuse me. So, to start off, this is a Behringer dynamic microphone. I'll be able to tell you what kind of microphone it is once I get a look at the side. An XM 1800S. Cool. This is a dynamic microphone. This type of microphone is usually used live, and it's used by a motion coil. The other type of microphone that we might use is a condenser microphone. That one usually requires phantom power, and it's electric charged plates that make it use. And that's usually used for recording. It's a very good microphone, and they generally are more expensive than dynamic microphones. So, some safety tips. When you are using a microphone and you're not sure whether or not it requires phantom, just don't feed it phantom, otherwise it might blow up. If it like older microphones, if it doesn't require phantom and you feed it phantom, it may blow up. But newer microphones, even if they don't require phantom, there is a safety measure where they'll just work no matter what. But better safe than sorry. Just don't use phantom unless you're sure you need to use phantom. So yeah. All right, so now we can just get right into it. So the microphone that I'm using, it's oh, excuse me. This type of microphone is a supercardioid microphone. So you'll notice that when I move it slightly to here, you may not be able to hear me as well, but you're still able to hear me, but maybe not just as well. Or maybe I did just cut out entirely because I can't hear the recording that you're hearing just yet. But if I were to go all the way to over here, yeah, you can't hear me from all the way over here. You may be able to slightly, but it's very quiet. So it's very important that when you speak into a microphone, you speak directly into it like this. Also notice that I'm speaking very softly right now, and so I'm holding the microphone very close to my face. If I were to be singing louder, I would be holding the microphone further from my face and just kind of giving it that like that. So you notice that as the microphone gets closer, it obviously picks up more sound. The next thing is placement as it goes further from your mouth. You'll notice that as I talk, you slowly fade out until I have to speak louder. But when you're speaking louder, it's very important that you hold the microphone out here, because if you're speaking loudly and you start moving the microphone in a little bit more, there may even be a little bit of clipping, and this is just not pleasant for anyone. So it's very important that understanding that the volume that you are producing works well with the distance the microphone is from you. So I'm going to just take like 2 or 3 seconds just to do some fun stuff demonstrating the range of this microphone, where I'm just going to hold one pitch and I'll move the microphone around me to demonstrate how to properly use it. Notice that right now I'm speaking softly, so there's not a lot of space between my mouth and the microphone. You're probably going to be hearing lots of p, 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 and t, 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 and those probably are very explosive. So I'm just going to demonstrate with that. So you can see that holding it any way except kind of like this isn't going to work properly. And that if I were to sing an entire show into the microphone kind of off like this, or if I were to speak into it like this, you may not even be able to hear me right now, but the fact that I'm speaking louder probably helps a little bit. But it's very important. It's kind of like you're trying to tell a secret into your friend's ear. You want to get close to their ear, but you also don't want to randomly scream in their ear when you're this close either, because that can cause clipping, and it just doesn't sound good. So yeah, those are just some basic tips to use with a microphone. Yeah.